Hello, good
Hey,
night.
Wiz.
Hello, good night.
Good night. How are you?
Yo,
Thank you, Wiz.
it's a historic night. People, we have
It
Lisa.
is a his.
People, we have Lisa, the great Lisa Evans, Fox 5 NY right now. You know what I mean? On our
Thank
way.
you so much.
Lisa, how do you feel? How do you feel?
I, I feel. Can I tell you something? I have to tell you, I did get into quite a few debates with people, and I said I'm just looking at this. Not that I'm a legal expert, but just looking at the way events go, and I believed, especially when his health condition became completely 100% verified, I really thought that this would happen. I nervous about it. Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
But when I heard them reading it, when I heard the justice reading the decision, oh, I'm right by the subway here.
No, you're good.
When
You're
I
good.
heard when I heard the justice reading are we on the air right now?
Yeah, we're live right now. All
Oh,
right.
live. Okay.
We're live.
All
Right
right.
now we have like
No,
no,
I love it.
we have like 900 people watching right now. Number climbing like
No,
crazy. Historic.
I love it. No, it's totally historic. When I was listening, because I only had the audio where I was in the station, so I'm listening to the audio, and then I'm hearing the justice read through the. I believe it was the justice who was reading the decision.
Right.
She was very thorough. So it was almost like, okay, first from what she was saying, you're thinking, okay, they're going to release them, and then Vybz Kartel and the three co-defendants, and then she will go into something else. But on the other hand, we must consider and all of that. And so I'm like going, okay, so this basically to say we know what you guys are thinking, but this is it. You're going to be disappointed, but this is what it is. So when I heard that, I was kind of like, oh, whoa. And then when she said those couple of words like, the appellants are free, I was like,
Hey.
whoa. Yeah, exactly. And I called Mr. Isop Buchanan, his attorney, and he was just coming out of the court. And I'm like, listen, we got to get you on a Zoom. We got to get you on a Zoom right away. And it's been nonstop. I just
Crazy.
finished. I just left the station, did a piece for 10 p.m. news, and then trying to get some direct contact with Mr. Palmer.
It's been a crazy day for you, I can imagine. So,
Yes.
right. Honestly, though, I have to start off by saying you did a phenomenal job, Lisa. Like, the coverage, like, amazing. Oh, you feel to get the exclusive Vybz Kartel sit down? Because there's no debate about that, you know. There's literally, you're the only person Vybz Kartel posted before the announcements, you know. So I think it's official, you know.
Listen, it'll be official when I have the time, the date, and the place, and I get approved to go. But even if I don't, I may have to just go take a little vacation, time to visit Jamaica. But I would definitely like to. I would definitely like to do that, and hopefully that opportunity will come, because I think the other thing too is, I want to say is I've seen, covered actually just about 2 weeks ago, interviewed a guy that I had interviewed in Sing Sing prison in 2015 or 2016, and he had just come home, and he had a very positive attitude and everything. But one of the things that impressed me throughout this whole ordeal is the way the Vybz Kartel handled it all, with his head held high.
Sure.
Despite these conditions, because I said, this is incredible. You're there. Remember last summer we were talking about it, and we did that whole story about the health conditions.
Right.
He's in a cell with no running water, with no toilet, just a bucket, like a deplorable condition for anybody, but especially when you're not feeling well, every little physical discomfort is magnified.
Yeah, it shows how strong Vybz Kartel is mentally, because honestly, I could never endure.
Mentally.
Because he was still putting out music that's actually encouraged us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he's in such a bad situation. So we're definitely Vybz Kartel.
No.
The GOAT.
And I think he also gave I think he also gave a lot of people hope.
True.
He gave a tremendous amount of people hope, and especially people that, say that they've been falsely accused or falsely imprisoned. He's giving them hope. But I just think anybody facing adversity, because, to just even keep your dignity about you, under those kind of circumstances, when you're just in, you're basically like in a brick oven.
Yep.
According to what they were telling me, because it's so hot, and there's no real circulation. There's maybe a fan or two here and there.
And this is why the first interview is so important, because we need to hear about all of that ordeal that he went through. And I know you definitely would do it justice. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. And don't you worry, if you can go to Vybz Kartel can fly to you. He's a free man. So anything is possible. Just might be on the couch on Fox. Who knows?
There's a good idea. He is just as you're saying this, it started to pour rain. I had to
it's like ideas,
an awning here.
Ideas going on in your head right now. I know. Crazy.
Exactly. Now listen, we would love to have him on the Fox 5 couch in the studio, interviewing him live. We'd live stream it everywhere. And I think we have a lot to learn, because really his mental strength. The first time I spoke with him, which was I think like 2020, summer like 2021, I was trying to get a hold of his son.
Right.
And then I thought I was speaking to his son, and he goes, "No, Lisa." I'm like, the voice sounds so much like him.
Yeah.
Right? And I think I even played you a clip, and I go, "Is this really his son, or are they playing a prank on me because I'm like a New York girl, And you were like, "No, that's his voice. That's his voice." And of course, it was him. But he just even at that time, he was so, his wit, his humor, and just his sheer determination. Right. I said, listen, you have these setbacks. We all go through setbacks at various times in our life through different circumstances. Sometimes it's just things happen and it's nothing you really did. It's just, the luck of the draw and the way the cards are dealt. But his mental strength, I think, was really so interesting to me, because right. I'm like going, I don't know how you're just not, you're not just complaining about everything and all of that, because so many other people would in those circumstances,
that's right, man. Yeah, you could never tell that he is actually incarcerated the way he sounded in that
audio
audio piece. Yeah.
No, and also the way that he kept his career going, that he kept in touch with his family. One of the saddest things was when I was talking with Lickle Vybz, he was like, yeah, I was so young. My younger brother, he doesn't even, he was like 4 when my dad, when my dad went in and, when he was arrested, and he was like, yeah, I tell him about him. He asked me questions about him. And so that's sad, but he still tried to maintain that fatherly presence with the boys, because he knows how important that is for boys, to have their father really giving them strict things. And one time I was supposed to, was trying to interview them and do a Zoom, and there was some kind of miscommunication or whatever. He goes, he DMs me and he's like, Lisa, don't worry, don't worry. You tell me what time, I'll make sure that they're there. Like he instilled that professionalism in them. And I think a tremendous, from what Lickle Vybz was saying, is that he gave them this a real big, that work ethic that's so famous for him.
Definitely.
But and he was just so determined to keep, to keep his life, to not let it basically, even though he was imprisoned physically, to not let it imprison him mentally. Wow. And I think that's what was so interesting to me.
Well said. No, honestly, it's an exciting day. I know you're on your way home. I'm sorry, we just have to.
No. I'm so happy to talk with you guys. And listen, Wiz, I want to say to you, I want to say to your whole audience, your listeners, your followers, some of whom have followed me and followed the stories. It's really, and the name of the game today is all about views and it's likes and numbers and all of that. Helped to demonstrate to the powers that be of Fox 5 that, this is a story that's of international importance. Facts. And especially with the large Caribbean and Jamaican population we have in New York and all of that, this was so important. And they saw it. They saw the interest. They saw what was going on. They encouraged me to expand on the stories as much as possible, talking with his son, talking with his fiance, just really trying to keep the whole awareness going. And then, the Privy Council, I didn't really even know about the Privy Council until we did that story. So I learned a lot covering it too, because I had to make sure I got the facts right. Exactly. And, we understood the process. And his attorney also, Mr. Isaac Buchanan, he went through a lot of changes because he went through a lot of trials and tribulations.
And I can tell you that I appreciate the coverage. I know everyone watching, because you brought timely updates and we got information from different angles. I must say, local media dropped the ball on that one, and you guys came in and definitely took it to a whole nother level. You saw the value in it, and we appreciate you and appreciate what you did. Definitely.
Well, no, thank you so much. And also too, he's described in a lot of the media, as an entertainer, which of course he is, but it's so much bigger than that. You know, he's emblematic to people that come from tough circumstances. If you work hard, you can succeed. I think that's one of his big messages.
I'm definitely excited, Lisa. I'm looking forward to that interview. Like I said, honestly, nobody can actually do it better than you. So we're looking forward to that. And thank you for everything. Like I said.
Well, thank you for everything, and Wiz, and thank you so much for everything, and just being such a resource for us, and being on Street Soldiers, on my TV show, being on Fox 5 News, to give us a perspective from the community, from the Jamaican community.
It was absolutely my pleasure. Definitely,
my pleasure too.
Well, don't want to hold it, don't want to keep it too long. Thank you for accepting the call. We'll talk.
Of course.
All right.
All right. Call anytime.
All right. Bye, Lisa.
All right. Bye, Wiz. Take care. Thank you.
People, now hear what I'm going. You're crazy. It's a historic night right now. Hey, holy.